So you might have seen hundreds of YouTube videos like this, where the YouTuber goes from having no muscles, no veins, to having a lot of muscles, lot of veins in a very short time. Looking at them, you might think that, oh, this guy made a lot of muscles in a very short time. If he can do it, then I can do it too, right? Well, not really. You can, but not really. Let me explain. So this photo shows various layers of your arms. There are your bones, then there is your muscles, which is not visible, then there are your veins, and then there is fat. When you have a low body fat, not only your veins are visible, you can also see the cuts and shadows of your muscles. Additionally, to make your veins pop even further, you can increase their size by eating these foods. Pretty easy, right? Just lose some fat, eat some of these foods, and you'll be fine, right? Well, not yet. We are still missing something very important. No, not this. It is the pump. So this is a photo of me a few minutes after training my arms, which looks pretty sexy if you ask me. And this is a photo of me 3 days after training my arms. The majority of transformations you see online, the before and after photos, the after photos are taken with the pump. And this pump is really temporary. So this was the photo of me just after training my arms, and this is a photo of me on the next day, which is approximately 12 hours after training my arms. So does this mean that you train your arms every single day? Well, not really. So this is the arm of my 15-year-old brother who does calisthenics every now and then in a small park for fun. Not very massive, right? He does this to flex in front of me. So if you want to have one of these transformations or just take some good photos, then just copy this trick. Now it is pretty easy, right? Just copy this trick and you'll be fine, right? Well, not really. Having the pump alone is not enough. You need to have certain lighting conditions. So these three photos are taken at the same time under different lighting conditions and different angles. All of them look pretty good if you ask me, but on a normal day when I'm outside the gym, then depending on the lighting conditions, people may or may not even notice my veins. The position of the camera or the person watching you is also important. And another thing that is important is your luck. It might sound a bit weird because what the fuck is luck in bodybuilding? But this photo of me is one of the hundreds of photos which I have taken of my arms. I tried to take this exact same photo under the same conditions a lot of times, but no matter how many times I try, I just cannot take another photo like this. So now it is pretty difficult, but now it should make sense. Now it should be fine, right? Well, not really. Another thing that is important is your position. So I have noticed that every morning when traveling in a train, my hands are like this. And in this position, for some reason, I cannot see my veins. You might be able to see some veins right now, but for some reason in the morning, I just cannot see it. And in my experience, in this position, when your arms are down and stretched, that is when the veins pop out the most. So finally, it makes sense, right? Well, not really. We are still missing something very important, which is genetics. So at my gym, I have seen quite a few people having shoulder veins. But for me, I just cannot see any veins on my shoulders. I know some people having this problem with their biceps. No matter how much they train their biceps, no matter how much fat they lose, they just cannot see any veins on their biceps. And for me, on my left bicep, there is some veins, but on the right biceps, there is almost nothing. And that is because there are not many veins on my right biceps. You cannot show something that you don't have. And this is purely based on genetics. You cannot just magically grow some veins on your body. So now it finally makes sense, right? Well, kind of. Watching a video about veins this far means that you really want to become more attractive. And there is nothing wrong with that. I want to become more attractive too. But the problem a lot of people face is that they go to the gym, they build some muscles, and nothing changes. Like, sure, it feels kind of good, it is pretty healthy, but let's be honest, that was not the reason why you started going to the gym. You started going to the gym because you wanted to become more attractive. And in terms of attraction, maybe every now and then some guys compliment you, which means that congratulations, you are probably attracting the wrong gender. Now, I don't want to sound arrogant, but hardly a day goes by when I go out and people don't talk about my physique or my clothes or my looks in general. And the reason is because there are certain things I'm doing differently compared to other people, like prioritizing muscles. So when it comes to attraction, not every muscle is equally important. According to a lot of surveys, arms are the most attractive set of muscles in your body. It does make sense because aside from your face, your arms are the only part of your body that is exposed almost all the time. If you have veiny, muscular, attractive arms, then there is no way that people won't notice it. And that is the reason that out of 7 days of the week, I specifically train only my arms on 2 of these days. And the next thing that can make you stand out from other people is your clothes. So this is how I look like with my gym clothes. It makes me look pretty muscular. It is quite comfortable, but it is not very practical. Like I cannot wear these clothes and go to my work or something. This is how I look like with the clothes that I'm supposed to wear according to normal society standards. So by themselves, these clothes do look kind of nice, but on me, they don't suit me. First of all, they hide all the muscles that I have, which is not a nice thing. And second, they make me look kind of skinny. And now you might ask, why don't I just wear one size shorter than these clothes then? And that is because, according to normal society standards, these are the clothes that are supposed to fit me. These are size M, and M is the size that I'm supposed to wear. This is how I look like with Indian traditional clothes that are supposed to be worn during festival, and it's one of the most expensive set of clothes that I have. And this is how I look like when wearing the clothes that are perfect for me. As you can see, they are pretty tight, especially near shoulders and the upper body, and that is a good thing because it makes me have this sort of V taper. And honestly, my physique isn't even that great. Like I'm going to the gym for around 4 or 5 months, and I'm still looking so better compared to what I used to. And one of the reasons for that is because of my clothes. The reason they are so tight is because first of all, I'm wearing slim fit, and second, I'm wearing one size shorter than what I'm supposed to wear. The color of the clothes also match my skin tone, so colors like navy blue, dark green, black, they make my skin look even healthier. And they have short sleeves, so people can also see my arms, which is a good thing because arms are the best set of results that you have. Let me just show you the full body thing of me. And ignore this thing, I'm just wearing these clothes to show myself on the camera. I'm not supposed to go out or something. There are a lot of small things like this to consider when trying to look good. Now, if you want me to directly do all this research for you and tell you that you're supposed to wear this clothes, you're supposed to wear this color, you're supposed to train like this, then go to the link in the description and buy my program. Not only you will save a lot of time that you might waste by doing some random exercises at the gym, you will also save some money that you might waste on some questionable choice of clothes. Now, if you don't have the money to spend or you just think that I'm a scammer because I'm Indian, then no problem. Very soon, I'm going to make some videos on these topics, so look forward to it. And yeah, bye bye.